Welcome to the Brainy Gains YouTube channel, where we share science-supported answers you can trust to the questions you ask and need answered. You asked us about the infamous 10,000 steps per day miracle cure that has been prescribed to everyone for decades, with a wide range of promised health benefits including weight loss, lowered blood pressure, enhanced mental health, and even reduction in the risk of cancer and dementia. 10,000 steps per day is not an easy target to reach and repeat, but if the claims are true, we all need to take this challenge seriously. You've asked, do we really need to walk 10,000 steps per day? And if we do, will it deliver on all the promises? Is it a miracle cure or a myth? Today we answer your question about the 10,000 steps per day prescription and challenge, referencing only verified historical and scientific research. That will include facts and details that few have heard before. For the complete answer to your question, stay to the end. Let's get into it. To begin with, what if I told you that the 10,000 steps goal you've been chasing is a lie? Not a malicious lie, but definitely not what you think. Every fitness tracker explodes with confetti when you hit that magic number. 10,000 steps. You feel accomplished, victorious. But here's the uncomfortable truth. That number did not come from doctors, researchers, or some breakthrough study. It came from something far more mundane, and honestly, kind of brilliant from a marketing perspective. Before you throw your fitness tracker out the window, stick with me, because what science actually says about walking is far more interesting and way more empowering than any arbitrary number cooked up in the 1960s. Let's rewind to 1964, Tokyo, Japan. The city is hosting the Summer Olympics. National pride is sky high. The world is watching, and a Japanese company seizes the moment. They release the world's first wearable pedometer. They call it manpoke, which literally means 10,000 step meter. And that's it. That's the origin story. No clinical trials, no massive health study, no panel of experts debating the perfect activity target. They simply picked a big, round, motivating number that sounded impressive: 10,000. It felt challenging, but achievable. And in Japanese, the character for 10,000, mo, even looks a bit like a person walking. From a marketing perspective, genius. From a scientific one, pretty empty. Yet somehow that clever branding move during the Tokyo Olympics slowly turned into global health gospel. 60 years later, billions of people structure their goals and their guilt around a number that was literally just made up. So if 10,000 isn't the magic number, what is? The good news is, scientists have studied this a lot, and the story they tell is both more nuanced and more hopeful. Study number one, the 17,000 women study. In one large study of nearly 17,000 older women, researchers asked, how many steps per day actually make a difference in how long people live? Here's what they found. Women who averaged around 4,400 steps per day had significantly lower mortality than those only getting about 2,700 steps. Every extra 1,000 steps lowered mortality risk even more, until about 7,500 steps per day, where the benefits leveled off, not at 10,000. At around 7,500. Study number two, the 12,000 step study. Another major study looked at step counts and risk of dying from any cause. People walking under 4,000 steps per day had the highest mortality. Benefits rose as steps increased and kept rising up to around 12,000 steps per day, where they started to plateau. One more key insight both studies shared. Walking speed didn't matter nearly as much as we thought. Whether you're power walking, like you're late for a flight, or strolling like you're soaking in a sunset, if you're getting the steps in, you're getting most of the longevity benefits. The Nature Medicine heavyweight. Then there's the big one, a study in Nature Medicine that analyzed data from about 390,000 people. They found that getting more than roughly 8,200 steps per day was strongly protective against obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, sleep apnea, certain digestive disorders, and multiple other chronic conditions. Here's the stat that's hard to ignore. Comparing people who averaged around 8,000 steps per day to those at 4,000 steps per day, there was about a 50% reduction in mortality risk over 10 years. Name me a pill that cuts your risk of dying in half. It doesn't exist. But walking? Walking gets you pretty close. So what's the real number? Putting the research together, here's what we can say with confidence. Minimum effective dose. Around 4,400 to 5,000 steps per day is where meaningful health benefits begin. Sweet spot for most people, somewhere around 7,500 to 10,000 steps per day gives you most of the bang for your buck. Diminishing returns. Depending on the outcome you care about, benefits start to level off between about 7,500 and 12,000 steps per day. So is 10,000 a bad goal? Not at all. It's a perfectly fine target, right within the optimal range. But it's not a magic threshold. If you're getting 6,000 steps, you're doing far better than 3,000. 7,000 to 8,000, you're in a fantastic range. 5,000 and improving from 2,000, that's a huge win. The real story is simple. Something is infinitely better than nothing, and more is usually better than less, up to a reasonable point. So, we know walking helps you live longer, but what's actually happening in your body when you walk more? After one walk, you don't need months to feel something. A single walk can trigger endorphins, your body's natural mood elevators and painkillers, reduce cortisol, your primary stress hormone, ease symptoms of anxiety and mild depression, improve digestion by literally getting things moving. And here's a twist. Some research suggests walking can reduce anxiety better than running. Why? Because intense running spikes cortisol for many people, while walking tends to lower it. More intensity isn't always more healing, especially for your nervous system. After a few weeks, give it a few weeks of consistently adding steps, and your body begins to rewire itself. Muscles in your legs, hips, and core coordinate more efficiently. Tiny blood vessels grow and remodel to deliver more oxygen to those muscles. Your heart becomes more efficient at pumping blood. You're quietly upgrading your entire cardiovascular system just by walking. After a few months, now the deeper changes start to show up. Blood pressure comes down. Your risk of heart attack and stroke drops. Arteries become more flexible and less stiff. Bones get stronger from regularly carrying your body weight. Cognitive function improves. Better focus, memory, and mental clarity. Walking doesn't just keep your body alive, it keeps your brain sharp. After years, stick with it for years, and you're looking at easier weight management, lower risk of type 2 diabetes and certain cancers, reduced risk of dementia, better bone density as you age, a stronger immune system. Older adults who walk regularly have lower risk of dying from infections like pneumonia, and maybe the most underrated benefit, mental health. In long walking challenges, even people who don't hit the full goal still see significant reductions in depression, anxiety, and stress. In other words, you don't have to be perfect to get the payoff. Just walking more than you used to is enough to move the needle. If walking is essentially a free, side effect-free miracle drug, why isn't everyone doing it? Barrier number one, our environment. A lot of our towns and cities were built for cars, not people. Sidewalks are missing or unsafe. Parks are far away. Highways slice through communities, making walking feel dangerous or impossible. Research on walkable neighborhoods shows residents aren't just healthier, they're often happier and less lonely. The big picture? If your area isn't walkable, that's not a personal failure, but you can support change. Show up at local meetings, vote for walkability, back simple things like crosswalks, trails, and safer streets. Even small civic changes can have huge health payoffs for entire communities. Barrier number two, weather and logistics. Extreme heat, cold, or rain can make 10,000 steps sound ridiculous. So instead of giving up, walk in malls or large indoor spaces, park farther away from entrances, take the stairs where you can. Walk during phone calls or meetings, get a dog or borrow a friend's. Dogs are relentless accountability partners. Join or start a walking group. The secret weapon, other people. One of the strongest predictors of whether you'll stick to exercise isn't willpower. It's community. If you promise yourself you'll walk, it's easy to bail. If you promise a friend you'll meet them at 7 a.m., you'll show up. Walking is one of the most accessible social activities on earth. No gym, no special gear, just shoes and maybe a friend. Barrier number 3, I don't have time. You don't need a 90-minute power walk. Research shows that breaking movement into short bouts is incredibly effective. 3 15-minute walks spread through the day, or a few exercise snacks of 5 to 10 minutes at a time. For example, 15 minutes after breakfast, 15 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes after dinner. You've likely racked up 5,000 to 6,000 steps already, plus the steps you take just living your life. It adds up faster than you think. Here's the real takeaway. The number doesn't matter as much as the movement. Is 10,000 steps a fine goal? Sure, it's catchy and it lands in the range where science shows big benefits. But if you're hitting 6,000 or 7,000 and feeling like a failure, you're not. You're already stacking serious health gains. If you've gone from 2,000 to 4,000 steps a day, that's an enormous improvement. You should absolutely celebrate that. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is progress. Every step you take is an investment in your future health, a deposit into your mental resilience, a tiny vote for a longer, sharper, more energetic life. Walking is free, accessible to most people, flexible, you can do it almost anywhere, social or solitary, depending on your mood, good for both your body and your mind, almost completely side effect free. Yes, we've spent 60 years chasing a number invented by a marketing team, but maybe they accidentally tapped into something true about human nature. We like having a target, so set one, but make it yours. If 10,000 motivates you, go for it. If 8,000 feels realistic, own that. If you're at 2,000 steps now, make your goal 3,000 or 3,500. That's a massive relative jump, and research says your body will thank you. The number is arbitrary, the movement is not. Here's my challenge. 1. For the next 7 days, just track your steps. Don't force anything, just notice your baseline. 2. Next week, add 1,000 steps per day to whatever number you average. 3. If that feels good, add another 1,000 the week after. You'll slide into that optimal range gradually, on your own terms, in a way that actually fits your life. Because at the end of the day, the best exercise isn't the one that looks perfect on paper. It's the one you'll actually do. So get out there and walk. Your future self, the healthier, happier, clearer thinking version of you, is already thanking you. See you on the path. What's your daily step count? Drop it in the comments. And if this video changed how you think about walking, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, the number of steps you walk is optional, but walking every day is not. Walk the walk, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you for watching another Brainy Gains video, where we answer the questions you ask and need answers to. Before you go, we'd like to ask you a question. What was your takeaway from this video? If you learned something new or something from this video was helpful or encouraging to you, it would mean a lot to us if you would share it in the comments below. And since you're still here, if you like this video, please hit the like button below. Lastly, if you're not part of the Brainy Gains family, go ahead and subscribe below for more Brainy Gains.